Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Lois, and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. I forgot for a second. Welcome back to Sky Factory 3. I have been working on more chickens, so I have a diamond chicken in here somewhere. Right there he is. Energetic alloy as well as electrum. That was the other one I got. So we are getting a good bit of chickens. Unfortunately, not the ones I want quite yet. But we're getting there. So, energetic alloy. Um, and I went ahead and did all the stuff with the seeds like I said I was going to. Um, hate it when I do that. So, I've got all this set up. We have a bunch of seeds ready to start working on that again. And I've also went ahead and did a little bit of work building. So I didn't build anything for the power area. Worry about that later. I didn't feel like doing that quite yet. So I just did some of the magic stuff. Excuse me. Hopefully that'll help my voice get a little bit better. So, yeah, so I made this big platform for magic, and I was thinking about this, and I realized that I made this platform really, really big, which is going to make doing an upper level or anything like that a little bit harder. But then I realized, hold up, there's not that much magic to do. So what magic mods do we have in this pack? Well, I went through it. And I'll be honest, not many. There's 4. So Botania is a big one. Blood magic is a big one, which blood magic is going to go downstairs because that one's going to be pretty massive. The blood altar is fairly large. So yeah, we're going to go downstairs for that one. And then we have roots, which does require a bit of room if we want to summon the pixies and stuff like that, but all in all, it isn't really that important. And then Psy, which is like next to nothing. And I don't even know how much of Psy we're going to get into because I've never actually worked with Psy. But that's something that's going to be fairly small as well. So I thought, you know what, we're going to have 2 platforms for magic. We're going to have a big one for Botania, anything we want to do with roots and Psy, and then we're going to have a downstairs that is going to be blood magic. I'm not really ready to get into blood magic yet, so that'll have to wait. But yeah, so I went ahead and I moved this guy forward one. I'm probably going to need more and more drawers. We'll kind of get those set up. Decided to make the drawers the priority on this guy negative, so hopefully this will be the last place things go. And the big reason for that is we're going to have iron. I want like iron, redstone, glowstone, a lot of this stuff. I don't want this system putting everything else in here, which it does if you have a high priority. I've turned the loot bag opener off for right now just so that I can get a legendary loot bag so that I can fix my filter. And any other bags we get, we'll have to deal with stuff with that. But that is stuff we'll worry about later. This chest, by the way, is getting incredibly full. And I was just trying to think, what do I want to do with all this stuff? And we're going to get a trash can, and we're going to get some filters, and we're going to do some stuff with that. So that's, I think, the first thing we're going to work on today. So let's get a trash can. I don't have one, do I? No. Let's get a trash can. These are relatively cheap. Just some stone, cobblestone, and a chest. And then we are going to need... Yeah, I realized, do we have a slice and splice? We do. Alright, so we're going to need an advanced filter. And to make an advanced filter, let's get rid of the trash can. An advanced filter requires a Z-Logic controller. So we're going to need some solarium. We're going to need some silicon, redstone, and a zombie head, which is all fairly straightforward. So there's the solarium. And then we're also going to need some paper, which we'll get here in a moment. That should make the Z-Logic controller. Let's grab a little bit of paper from this. Interestingly enough, the paper bark is only up until the leaves. I didn't realize that before. But anyways, there's the Z-Logic controller. And let's see, do we have enough paper? We do. Cool. So that's what I want to see. And we're going to want some, let's get some item conduits as well. Just so that I can mess with the filter a little bit easier. But what we're going to want to do is we're going to want a whitelist. And let's just grab a bow for the beginning. So where do we want to put this? I guess let's put this like here. And that should not have anything go into it. Let's turn this off for the time being. And we're going to have this insert. And we're going to have a whitelist. So we don't care about the metadata. Wait, no. Metadata we care about. MBT. Which is it? Ignore damage. That's fine. So if it's whitelisted on bows, we can see fairly quickly what bow is that. That's a power 1 bow. So it takes all but the enchanted ones. That's what I want. So match meta, match MBT. Perfect. And then we can also get rid of these. We can get rid of all the armor if we want. I haven't decided on that. We definitely want to get rid of shovels. And we might need more filters and stuff, but that should be fine for now. Kind of decide whether or not we want to keep any of this other stuff. So let's take all the enchanted bows down here, because we can always do, you know, we have enough gold. Let's get what we can filtered. So we'll do this. Now get rid of all of those. We can put enchanted stuff down here. And then as I get more stuff and decide, like, you know, we need to get rid of whatever. I don't know if the chain chest plates, we can get steel from that. But I don't know if that's really useful. But we have things like carrots and potatoes that are going to stay in here and whatnot. So that's just something to keep in mind. Anyways, with that taken care of, we can turn this back on, which is fine by me. Alright, so with that done, let's go check our chickens. I'm really trying to get a blaze, I don't know if it's called a blaze chicken or a blaze rod chicken. I'm trying to get one of those because that's going to give us blaze rods fairly easily. We might need to go to the nether today to get some blaze rods, but we'll see. So let's get started with Botania. I think I want to put Botania right over here. So we're going to have a couple chests. Let's put a chest here, put a chest over here. And we're going to start putting stuff that we need in here and in here. And, you know what? We could do something really cool. Alright, so we got the advanced item filter taken care of. I want to make a sink. That's one of the next things we're going to need. We're going to need a sink, and a big reason for that is we're going to need a lot of water. And this is going to help with that. So let's get rid of this guy. And I guess let's start bringing some of this stuff over. We're going to want our wand. Definitely. We're going to probably want some seeds. Everything else for right now we'll just kind of wait on. So we're going to put the sink and the petal apothecary right here. So seeds will go in there. And we're going to want these shears. And we're going to eventually want a bunch of bone meal. But how do we want to do this? So here is one of the big things that kind of has me concerned. We need to do a lot of planting stuff on grass. and at the same time, I don't want to have to, well, I don't want to have to do anything like, I don't want to necessarily break all this stuff, because if I want to move stuff, then it's a lot harder, but I also don't want stuff to be like on top of the cobblestone. I don't want it to be like raised up. So let's get flowers. We're gonna need a bigger chest for that. Let's go get some upgrades. So we have the sink. And the big thing that we're trying to get for this right now is ice. If we can get ice, that'd be really nice. But I also want to try to, let's get a point. I also want to try to get a little bit of fun stuff going, some automation especially. So what was it I wanted? I wanted a iron chest upgrade or 2. Alright. And this will just give us more space in these chests. That's all it is. Do this to both. And let's see, we can put this stuff down here. We're going to want all these flowers. And I'll organize it all later. But for right now, let's just dump all that stuff in there. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want a good bit of things. We're going to want to get access to a lot of flowers. We're going to want 1 of each flower. And we're going to want some other things, because we need to start making endoflames so that we can get mana. But we need mana first. So if we look at our achievement book, we need to make a mana pool and a mana spreader. We're going to need that stuff anyway. So mana pool requires living rock, and a mana spreader, which I don't have up, requires living wood. Both of which require the pure daisy. So what we're going to want to do, we're going to want to put this somewhere for automation. So I guess let's go ahead and put it like here. That should be fine. Put the pure daisy in the middle. I'd like it to be more in the middle. Alright, I guess that spot is just right there. And we're going to automate both pure daisies. We're going to automate the pure daisy with the living rock and living wood. And the way we're going to do that is with block placers and block breakers. Placer, I guess. Auto placer is what they're called. So these are relatively cheap. We're going to need 8 of them. So let's get redstone. Let's get a stack. And laser that. So we're going to need 8 of these. We're going to need 8 lapis. So 8. And this also gets lasered. Whoops. Didn't mean to click that. This guy is almost out of power, but that's okay. We'll get that taken care of in a minute. So 8 auto placers, and then we're also going to want breakers. And that requires 8 more of these. And some coal. We're going to need 8 coal. So all of this is pretty straightforward, pretty easy. And there is the void crystals, which will give us the auto breakers. If we grab some more cobblestone for our system, that's not a problem. Okay, so with that taken care of, we have the auto breakers, auto placers. We're going to want some conduits. And we're going to want that point so that we can get power. And this will be easy enough. Now, I want to see something real quick. We have 3 epics, so we're getting there. How is our chest filling up? A lot of leather, potions of healing, carrots, bat wings. So I might do another row of things, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'll work on that between episodes. So let's go ahead and see if we can't automate this pure daisy. So the first thing we're going to want to do is pretty easy. We're going to just want to put our auto placers all around like this. And these guys will always place stuff if there's something in its like inventory. Now here is a problem. We're going to want to put conduits on all of these guys. And then we're going to want to go up 2 and put auto breakers. Which doesn't work when they are facing each other. So we do this. And now here is... Oh, nope, can't put you like that. So here is a bit of an issue. These guys will break whatever. I believe. So if we put, let's say, a piece of wood here. Oh, we don't actually need the power. I didn't realize these guys don't require power. This is the problem. So I don't know if there's a way to fix that. So we put those away. Let's see if there's anything. See more information. So we can deactivate it and put it on like a we can put it on a timer. Block breaker from random things. I don't know if this would work better. Let's make one and see. So we just need an iron pickaxe. It's easy enough. It's cheap enough, so why not? So we put this right here. No. Alright, so I guess we can get a timer. That would work. We can get a timer fairly easily. Just need 2 more redstone torches. Let's make sure this is going to be... so the time can be adjusted. Hopefully it's long enough. But it's not that expensive if it isn't. So there's a clock. There's a timer. And then we're going to want redstone conduits. We're probably going to want some more of these. Let's get a stack of conduit binders. Let's see. Redstone conduit. So we need this. We need clay. Can we get a bit of that? Alright. So let's make a stack of conduits. Binder. And we'll get a little bit more conduit. So that's fine. So here's the issue that we're going to have. I want to break this block. And we're going to want to fly underneath here. and like break all this stuff. So let's get some cobblestone. And I believe we're just going to want to break everything around this. Like so. Pretty easy, pretty basic. Just do this for right now. And we don't even need to have this come down like so. We can just put it like this. And all of these guys will be entered on green. And what we'll do is we'll set it up so that, see, that one's an insert on green. This one is not. There we go. Alright, so that should be fine. Can break all this. Don't really care about the cobblestone. We can always get more. But this will allow us to fairly easily get things where they need to be. And then we're going to want to do something similar up here. But this will all be extract on... Do we want to do it on green? No, let's do it on brown. So just click both of those. Part of me almost wants to make a conduit probe, but I don't think that would be super useful. Like it wouldn't be. This is just kind of, it's a convenience item. It's not one that we need. Alright, so that works fine. And then what we can do is, you know what, let's go ahead and put a piece of cobblestone here with our timer. Maximum is 12. A minute is 1200, so we want to do every minute and a half. Oh, I can't use that 0. So we'll do every minute and a half. That'll be fine. And I don't know where it's going to go out, so we'll just do something like this. And I just need one more conduit, so let's see if we have that. Now, something that this is unfortunately going to do, at least at first, at least in the first run, is it can possibly break whatever it is we were going to have before we really wanted to break it, but that's okay. So let's disable that one, disable that, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a conduit. Let's get a conduit binder and a painting machine, or a conduit facade. So something like this. And can we make a painting machine really quick? Probably. So a painting machine is, we're going to need electrical steel and a capacitor. Now I believe we have, oh my god, turn that off. I believe we have some electrical steel over here. We do. Nothing yet. Okay. And so let's just get this up and running. I want that cobblestone back. I want one piece of it. So painting machine. There we go. Let's just go ahead and put it out here. And that will turn the conduit facade, which basically is just going to make things look nice, into the cobblestone. Now, I don't know if the connected texture will work, but it'll at least look better. So we can just put this right here. Hey, it actually works, so they fixed that. Awesome. So all we have to do now is get another chest, and tell it what to do. We'll also need a filter. That's the other thing we'll need. So let's get a chest. And we will want a filter. So just a basic one will be fine. And we can do that. No problem. Awesome. So what this is going to allow us to do is make living rock and living wood incredibly simply. So we can take all this stuff out again. And what we'll do is we're going to put a chest like this. We're going to have extract on green, always active, with a filter blacklisting, and then insert on brown. So let's put 4, 4, and then the other thing is we want to have the extract be round robin. And I realize that's going to continuously... It's going to continuously work. We need a redstone torch. I forgot. We need to turn that to pulse mode, not whatever it is now. So... redstone torch. We need to turn... not deactivation. We need it to be pulse. Otherwise, we just have some cobblestone now. So we just right-click all of these. Can I have my redstone torch back? Did it seriously destroy it? Alright, we can get rid of this. Cool. So this is pulse, pulse, pulse. Alright, all those are pulse. Change that one, and I believe that one. Alright, so to get 4 of these, and I realize we need one more thing. We need a conduit speed downgrade. This guy, which is going to be a little bit of electrical steel and a slime ball, nothing major. We need this so that it only outputs one item at a time. It's kind of silly, it's kind of weird, but it's actually a lot more useful than you might think. So let's get this taken care of. And so every minute and a half, this should activate. Also, we can go ahead and insert extract. Blacklist living wood. Extract is going to be a downgrade. We can do 4 of these. And now it will go everywhere it needs to. So there's a good chance that it's going to actually break all these blocks before it's ready. But, you know, I could do better. Let's take this out and put it in the extract. Actually, let's just change this from a whitelist to a whitelist, rather, and just do that. So we might get cobblestone. That's an unfortunate thing, but it will just put it back into the system. So that's hopefully not going to be too bad. So there's 40 seconds left. I believe that the Pure Daisy takes a minute and a half, but I'm not entirely sure. But this will be fine. We can always delay it a little bit more if we want to, if we need to. But that should work pretty nicely. And that'll just give us a bunch of living rock and living wood, which we'll go ahead and do stacks of that. Alright, so next thing I want to work on is mana generation. So we're going to need to get a couple of things. I want to go see real quick, do we have a legendary? Yes, we do. Awesome. So now we can turn this back on. Legendary goes in there. And this can be insert on brown again. So we'll get half of the loot bags. How is this chest handling? Definitely need to do some more drawers. We'll probably do bat wings, carrots, potatoes, and probably the cakes and potions. But we'll see. So, cool. That'll be fine. We can kind of let that run. Don't have to worry about it now. Eventually it will fill up with things because of no void upgrades. But this isn't activating. So, strong signal. I was hoping this would work, but we'll see if that helps. We got like 10 seconds left. So I just wanted to pulse all this, and if it does, then it's great. But the next thing we need to do is we need to work on getting I think we need to change this stuff. So let's see. Nope. In, out. Strong signal. We'll do that to all of them and see if that helps. But the next thing we're going to start working on is how to generate mana. And in order to do that, we're going to need a mana pool 1, but we're also going to need to make an endoflame. Now, eventually, my plan is to probably use... cool, so that should work now. My plan is to eventually use cake immerse, but we're going to have to get Terra Steel in order to do that, and that's going to be a little bit, unless chickens kind of help with that. So I just want to make sure this works. We have 20 seconds left. So if we look at the endoflame, in order to make that, we're going to need 2 brown, a red, and a light gray. And then we're going to use coal coke, because we have it, as our stuff. So perfect. That gives us 4 living rock. I actually want to remove this. And then we can put that back in. That's fine. Alright, cool. So that will work just fine. And we'll start getting living rock and living wood. So we can do like... for the time being, we'll do 3s. But we're going to want the living rock here in a moment. So, living wood. We don't need as much as that. So, we need to make a stack of each of those for one of the achievements. Which, by the way, I want to mark off one of the other achievements because, we basically have it. So we go here, go back to farming. We have an Inferium Essence farm that's up top at the factory, and we basically have a food farm. We have a food farm, we just don't really use it, so I'm going to count that. Okay, so let's make some petals. So we're going to need brown, we're going to need red, and what we're going to want to do, let's get a couple stacks of bones. Because what we're going to want to do is make sure we have bone meal so that we can duplicate our petals. So we'll just go ahead and put that right here. And so you guys have seen me do this before. We're going to get some bone meal, our petal, and then we're going to need our shears. So just put that down, bone meal, shear the top, gives us more. Let's just get a few more. Alright, that's fine. So we have, and this is something that we might do a little bit more later. Might figure out a better way to do that, but for the time being, it's not too bad. So we're going to need 2 browns, 1 red, and a light gray, which unfortunately we don't have any light gray. So we're going to need to make a bit of a little area. And we need to floral fertilize. And I think that's a light gray. But definitely we're going to want to get all of the flowers that we can. So let's just dump the flowers themselves. Yep, light gray. Perfect. Let's grab our bone meal and our shears so we can duplicate that petal. And this is probably the best way to handle this right now. Let's do 2 more. Okay, cool. So that's a good bit of petals. We just need 1. We can put this stuff back. Alright, so we're just gonna need our bucket. Grab water. Put those in there. And we need seeds. And we have our endoflame. So for right now, let's go ahead and get the rest of the stuff we need. We need, oh my gosh, why is it like lagging? What is giving me such frame rate issues? Oh well, seems to be gone now. So we need to make a couple things. First thing I should probably do, make a crafting station. We'll put it right here. So we want to make, let's use red because we have a ton of those. We need 1 more. It's 7. 7 of these. Alright, so we want to make a mana spreader. And we want to make a mana pool. That is also an achievement. So let's grab this. And where is it? Craft a mana pool and a mana spreader. Perfect. So I think we're going to do a lot of our mana stuff over here. Just because it's going to be a little bit easier to have multiple pools and whatnot. So we're going to put a mana pool there. And we're going to put our endoflame down for right now. And a mana spreader. Now we can use our Wand of the Forest to direct it, and we can tell this guy that he exists. And then what we can do is we can just drop coal coke there. It should pick it up and start making mana. Perfect. That's what we want to see. So we're going to need a little bit of mana in order to make the Alchemy Catalyst. We need some living rock, we need a mana pearl. That's the big thing. We also need some other things, but we'll get to that in a moment. I'm going to make this place look a little bit nicer with where I want everything between episodes, because it's a little bit of a pain right now. So what do we want to do? Well, I want my frame rate to go back up. Nothing there yet. Okay, so we need to make the there's a loot bag up there. Sometimes items just kind of fly out and around in this mod pack. I don't know why, but it happens. So we're gonna get a lot of good stuff in here. So what I want to do, we're gonna need we're gonna need an ender pearl, and we're gonna need some blaze rods, 2 blaze rods to be exact. Let's get rid of that. Okay. And unfortunately, I don't have any blaze rods. I have a bunch of blaze lamps and I have a bunch of blaze powder, but no blaze rods. Do we have a brewing? No. We don't even have brewing. So we're going to have to take care of that. Let's go ahead and sleep and get rid of this rain. But we need to get a well, we need to get 2 of the blaze rods. We also don't have enough stuff for that, so let's put some more coal coke there. Now something we can actually do, we can make coal coke blocks, and he can take those as well. I believe, anyways. So we'll get that taken care of. But while it's kind of doing its thing, let's go ahead and go to the Nether. And let's go kill some blazes. We just need to kill like 2 blazes, and I can get the Alchemy Catalyst, we can get more seeds, and then that's probably where we'll end the episode. Alright, so let's get this on the bar just in case. Those googly eyes are funny. So we have a decent set of thing. What's it called? Jetpack. And this is relatively safe, so just wait for blazes to spawn out of the blaze spawner. Now eventually we'll grab some of these with a diamond chest transporter and move them into the overworld. So we can do things with them. And I don't think I got any. And there's one blaze rod. We just need one more. And let's eat. Didn't mean to do that. And let's fly away. So time to go back home. That's it. That's all I wanted to do. There's some chickens over here or something. I see some passive mobs on the map. But let's get back to our base. Do I have an opening on this side? No, not really. Alright, let's kill these guys. Because they are quick to explode. Perfect. And back home. So we have 5 blaze rods. That's enough for right now. We'll need to get a couple more later for other things, but for right now, that's fine. We'll also be able to get the what are they called? The now I'm really blanking. We'll be able to get the spawners later, and that will help us as well. So we have most of the things we need. We just need a little bit more mana, and we need to get all of 4 pieces of ice. So this still not quite enough. So let's give you a block of stuff, and you'll produce a good bit of mana over time. So we need to just let all this stuff run. And what we're going to be making is the Alchemy Catalyst. And this will allow us to get, if we grab a little bit of gold, we're going to end up making another mana pool for this one. And I don't know if we'll ever make the Conjuration Catalyst, but that's something else we can do. And then we're going to need snow. Oh, excuse me. We're going to need a little bit of snow. 4 blocks. And that should be everything we need. So let's see what we have over here. Nothing yet. And here we've got diamonds. There we go. I was trying to sort it, and it was sort of working. Alright, so we are going to need to make the mana pearl. And then what we can do is we can do something kind of cool. Hey, there we go. There's the mana pearl. So we'll break this. And that's dangerous for right now, but not that big of a deal. Let's take the wood out of like 2 of these guys. 3 and 4. Alright, so how much more time? Never mind. So I believe... so if we want to switch this to 10 seconds is 200 ticks. So if we want... let's go down to like 15. I can't use that 0. I don't know why I can't use that 0. I can't use my number pad, which is a shame. But this will give us everything else we need. So let's go ahead and set up the recipe for the catalyst. Now, I don't know if this guy is still... He is still producing, which is good. That's what we want. We can throw another one of these on here. And as long as we don't get too close, he'll pick it up. But we'll get things working with Botania a little bit better later. For now, this will be good enough. And I might end up making more of those. I might do that off camera. Again, setting things up is kind of a pain. Figuring things out like that. But shouldn't be too much of an issue. So, let's go ahead and get ready to make some more seeds. That's chickens. You can rename these, by the way, with an anvil, and that'll work, but I haven't done that. Alright, so we want to make ice seeds. Let's see, we can get rid of most of this stuff. Actually, we can get rid of all of it. We'll make a magnet later. That'll be something a little bit more important as we go on, but for right now, it's not that big of a deal. So we want ice seeds. We're going to want lapis and experience. Lapis seeds, in seeds, experience seeds. Alright, so in seeds, lapis, experience. We can't do experience yet. So that one will pass on. What else we have? Diamond and emerald. Let's do those two. Whoops. Diamond seeds, emerald seeds. Okay. So to make this stuff, we're going to want, let's see, we're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 crafting seeds. And that'll be nice and easy. So do we have... I believe we have what we need. So this guy is 30, 30, 30. Alright, that'll work. So that should give us everything we need for the Alchemy Catalyst. And what this is going to allow us to do, if we put this right here, which if I ever want to pick that up, I'm going to need a magnet. We can, just for the time being, put a cobblestone piece there. And now we can start transforming things. So cobblestone into sand, but more importantly, snow into ice. We don't have enough yet. Okay, can you make more yet? So we're so close. Alright, so let's go back and, whoops. Let's take a look at ice seeds. So we'll make the ice seeds, and then we'll make all the other seeds. Now the diamond seeds are also an achievement, so that is good. It's so close. I don't know that we can get any black lotuses or blacker lotuses. That would be really helpful at this point, but unfortunately, I don't think we can do that. Anyways, we're going to set up eventually, I think over in this corner would be really good. We'll set up a bunch of different ways to get mana. Hey, there we go. Cool. So now I don't really care about producing mana right now. We'll get that kind of automated probably next episode. Require another machine, auto dropper, but it's not too bad. So there is the ice seeds. So that is done. Alright. Next we're going to need lapis, and the last 4 can be brought up to this point. So we're going to need, let's just get a stack of that. That'll be pretty quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And lapis seeds are blue. So we need 4 of those. So we're going to need lapis seeds. Wrong book. End seeds are also tier 4. So in order to make the end clusters, we need this. But we need purpur, which means we need chorus fruit. Chorus fruit, however you say it. Which, in order to do that, we need to come out here. We have some chorus fruit. So if we want to turn this into, we're going to need 8 purpur blocks. So we need 8 of these guys. That's not too bad. So let's get these guys cooking. Should be pretty quick to do that. And let's grab some more coal. Actually, let's grab a stack of blocks, and we can cook that up in here. Because coal coke is probably going to be like the best thing for us. We'll make another timer, and we'll make a bunch of endo flames, and that should work pretty well. This is going to take forever before it ends it, so I'll have to figure out the math on how long I'd have to wait, but should not be a problem. Anyways, we should have popped chorus fruit, chorus fruit, chorus fruit. That will give us the end clusters. We need 4 of these. I need more end stone, which is actually not too bad. So let's grab some glowstone. We need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's just a matter of coming over here and doing this. So it'll take a half a second before that fills up, but other than that, there we go. Endstone. And the end essence will give us endstone, so that's nicer. Alright, so end seeds. There we go. And next is the diamond and emerald. So diamond and emerald are both tier 5, so we need to upgrade these. And diamond is just diamonds. And can we make 4 more of these? We certainly can. And emerald. So that was an achievement. Back here. Craft a diamond seed. We did. We have diamond and emerald now. Alright, so now we're going to be getting into the point where we have to get mob chunks. And in order to do that, we're going to need to do some other things. We'll get into what all we need to do with that here soon. But it's a little bit less of a concern than anything else right now. So next time, that was the big thing I wanted to start Botania for, was just to get the ice seed so we can finish that up. So next time, I think what we're going to do is we're going to automate. We might work a little bit more with Botania, automate endo flames. We might start working on moving power and generating more power. I actually don't know how bad our power situation's. Not bad at all. And so that might mean what we'll do next time is start looking at auto spawning. And then that will give us that'll give us a lot of good things. So why do we need to auto spawn? Well, mob chunks. Not a mob chunk, a chuck, mob chunk. So we can get zombie chunks. They are craftable from that. Most of them are, I believe, craftable. But we're going to need, let's see, I want to see probably a tier 4, blaze chunks. Drop chance is 15%. So actually what we might do is, how bad is a diamond chest transporter? It is pretty easy. Alright, so diamond chest transporters actually allow you to move spawners. So I think what we're going to do next time is we're going to move over one of the blaze spawners. We'll have a little bit of an area for it. Ooh, a bat bag. Alright, let's I want to see what's in this. The bat bag went in here. We don't want that. We want to blacklist that. And let's see what's in the bat bag. Spawn bat. Well then, we'll go ahead and put that in there. Cool. So that's kind of neat. So there's a couple more bags that we're going to need to have space for. It's not that big of a deal. Enderman heads are probably going to be something we're going to want to have. I'm going to have to reorganize some stuff, but all in all, I've got a little bit of work to do with this, and next time, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start trying to get mob chunks. Now, here is the question. If we look at a blaze chunk, can we cook that into just a tier 4? We can, but we can't get that any lower. Alright, so if we want to get mob chunks, we're gonna also need to do zombies. So we're gonna do some auto spawning, I think. I think that'll be the easier way. And we're also going to probably look at what else should we do? We should probably look at getting into I don't know. We'll figure something out. But anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It went a little long, I realize, but oh well, happens. So I've got some work to do, and we will come back next time and start spawning in zombies. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!